said I lost a couple screws. Been trying to tighten them up, but they keep coming loose. Yeah, it's a wonder that I didn't see the light. Well, oh man didn't tackle me, read me my rights. Wild ass women, oh, that's a living. Did it to myself, near over and over. Yes, me and my buddy Jim put on a hell of a show. They woke me up this morning, I was the last one to know. Wild ass women, oh, that's a living. Did it to myself, near over and over. Yes, me and my buddy Jim put on a hell of a show. They woke me up this morning, I was the last one to know. She went and found another coach ride. Put me on late night whiskey box, still spilled out. Wild ass women, oh, that's a living. Did it to myself, near over and over. Yes, me and my buddy Jim put on a hell of a show. They woke me up this morning, I was the last one to know. I was the last one to know. I was the last one to know.
That shit ain't country.
Wow, that's a limit. Oh, that's a limit. Did it to myself, made it over and over. Yes, me and my buddy Jim put on a hell of a show. They woke me up this morning, I was the last one to know. Last one to know. Me up this morning, I was the last one to know. Last one to know. Me up this morning, I was the last one to know.
You see, I raise a tune.
Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight pack and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Kenny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC or Superposition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz Rantz.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. It's weird. It's really weird, you know? I haven't had Hulk Hogan in this chat for like a couple of months. He's been TDY, rest his soul, you know, but Hulk Hogan in our chat is a little different. And he just wrote something, and he said that one of his buddies in his unit, he's in the military, one of his buddies was giving him crap saying, "Why are you buying GameStop? You could have done so many things already." It's kind of like Corey's video the other day, yesterday, where he was crying about how much money he's lost and it's the worst investment ever. And all these guys talking about money they could have gained. And I'm going to tell you guys something about money and about this new guy in the chat. I don't know if you guys saw him, some financial guy. And thank you, Ricky B. Loco, for that super chat and saying happy birthday to Amber and the whole crew. Got you. I'm going to tell you guys something about money. When you have money, it feels good. It makes you feel good. You don't have all the fears and the stress in the world of who's calling and why they're calling and can you pay, and it is what it is. But you spend the money. You spend it, and you spend it because you say, I got it. I might as well spend it. Can't take it with me. Got you. And what you buy with that money matters because that dictates whether or not you're going to have more money later. The guy in the chat, in the Discord, who's brand new to the Discord, gave us his sob story of how he was a house flipper. He was buying houses and he got over leveraged because some projects took longer than others. And next thing you know, he was dry on capital. And what do you know? Overextended. This is why I tell you what I tell you guys. And some of you walk this line with me and some of you don't. I'm a made man. Okay? I can live on this planet and I don't need other people to feed me. I'm going to make it on my own because I've collected a certain set of skills over my years that I'm worth something. I'm one of the thinkers, the free thinkers. There's guys out here that get paid because they think differently. I'm one of those guys. I got you. But in addition to being one of those guys, I'm also very aware of what is possible. Like a hardship, like a rough run, like a bad round, a down round. I've lived through recession after recession, financial crisis. I was there in the dot-com bubble. I was there in the financial crisis. I was there during COVID. I'm here now. So a lot of things have been happening over all these years that you would pay for this type of experience and or just going through it yourself. You're going to put some hair on your chest, but I ask you, what would you do with the money? For all these guys out here that are asking you to invest into something else and make money, what are they going to buy? Chances are all of them are invested in a failed thing, like the S&P, like the AI bubble, like tech. Why would you buy the things at the peak? I mean, if I were to come in here and tell you you need to buy NVIDIA, NVIDIA's a $5 trillion company, when's it getting to $10 trillion? If ever. How many decades might that take? But I'm looking at GameStop tonight, $8.5 billion of market cap. You guys want to talk about laugh out loud funny? Absolutely undervalued? There's an article that just got released right now by Simply Wall Street. And it's saying that GameStop is undervalued by 91%. It's $20 today, guys. $18, $19. They're saying it's undervalued by 91%. GameStop should be $220 a share, just GameStop. Not the idea of them combining them with the eBay or whatever they're doing in the background. No. None of that. Just the fundamentals. And we're going to go over some of this tonight. I got some great charts to show you. Got some little stick figures. But it blows my mind, Hulk Hogan, that you have employees or coworkers that tell you you don't know what you're doing or you're an idiot because you're buying GameStop. They're all buying something that's extremely overvalued. Every single one of these guys. You buy the market, you're buying it. It's 9 times book right now. 9 times what it's really worth. GameStop's trading at 1. No, maybe. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun to see what's happening But we're going to talk about some things tonight. Things that make sense. You guys know that I studied that .com bubble for a while, and there was this thing going on back then. It was Enron. So Enron got it wrong, and Enron crumbled, and they were a $70 billion company. And they have that movie. It's called The Smartest Man in the Room. And that's when you find out that they were doing circular finance within their own books. And you say, okay, that's just Enron and 70 billion. That's the black marker. You know, like they're the black eye. Well, during the financial crisis, it was the whole housing market. But then they painted it to be Bernie Madoff. And that was a Ponzi scheme. Well, I would challenge any one of you tonight to tell me what the hell this is that we're stuck in. I don't know if it's swaps. I don't know if it's off the books. I don't know if it's OTC. I just don't know. I've seen committed dollars, $1.3 trillion from OpenAI. SpaceX, a $2 trillion company, they came out with their numbers today. Everybody's posting numbers that nobody can believe because the numbers are that bad. And then they try to tell me that it's going to accelerate to the plus side. But there's no infrastructure to support that, so what the hell are they talking about? Where are these earnings coming from? You know what type of earnings you would have to have from Google, Microsoft, Nvidia, Oracle, everyone, to actually make up for the prices that everyone's paying right now? Not going to have it. But let me be the doomsday guy to tell you only GameStop is the winner here. Hey, for all of you that live under a rock, GameStop right now is more profitable than Amazon. I said it. You don't see it? You don't believe it? Let's go. So here's the article for GameStop that just came out. It's on Yahoo Finance via Simply Wall Street. It says GameStop could be 91% undervalued after its $1.4 billion debt for equity swap. I told you it makes them investment grade, guys. Their EBITDA is going to equal 3x of their debt, which is awesome. GameStop is back in focus, and the company and the exchange, yada, 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 yada. If you read this whole article, you're going to get to the really good parts where it tells you, and I'm going to go up here, where it says the debt to equity swap on the 1 day price, whatever, came down, all this. The most popular narrative is GameStop is 91% undervalued. Let's go ahead and say this one more time for everybody. That's the most popular narrative, yet no one's talking about it. All of Wall Street will never tell you that that's the popular narrative because the individuals that own the media are not allowed to talk about it. Yet, it anchors a fair value at $220 per share, implying there's a wide gap between what the market price is and what we are. The result, fair value of $220. Does it make sense? Absolutely. To a lot of us that understand this financial market. That's GameStop. Let's get to this. First, we'll go to GameStop itself. Now, I'm going to show you these charts, guys, and I want you guys to understand them better and better and better because it's going to be magnificent what you're going to see. Quarter by quarter, you'll see GameStop's revenue is the blue. And yes, they have peaks, and that's Christmas every time. And the peaks get smaller and smaller because they've closed their stores. They've closed thousands of stores. But what's getting bigger and bigger is the green. This green amount and the blue amount are at the closest they've ever been. I feel this quarter coming up right now, GameStop's going to come in at about equal revenue, if not a little more, which is fine. But their net income is going to be north of $400 million. My opinion, of course, what would I know? I will tell you this. They are trading at essentially 40 to 50% on revenue versus net income. I'm going to ballpark the number and say they're 3x. They are 3x. So they're trading over 30% on net income versus revenue. And that's a big deal. Because if the revenue increases, GameStop's net income increases. That's what they're telling you. That from here is the rebound. And why does this matter? Because we are not making money just off of the transactions of the legacy business. We're making money off of our actual investments, deploying the capital itself. That's the difference. This is why these numbers are so close together now. 389 to 835, which is massive. Now, if my picture's in the way, you got to tell me. No. Right here. So we are so close to each other. That's just on this one metric. We're going to go revenue and profits. So we're going to go to a company like eBay. Okay, as we go to eBay and we look at the same metric, eBay is doing 6 times. It's 6x. Their net income is 6x on revenue. See, GameStop's 3. The smaller the number, the better, by the way, guys. The smaller, the better. It takes them $3 billion of revenue to then have a net income of 512. Are you understanding what's happening here? They're not making as much money and or not nearly as profitable as GameStop. Not even close. You think, and I would challenge them, because they make $500 million in the quarter. GameStop made $389 in the quarter. How the hell is that not frontline news? It should be the biggest news of all time. But we'll go to Amazon. Can we go to Amazon? Do you think Amazon's picture perfect? Amazon makes $200 billion and their net income is 60. That's 5. So, or I'm so sorry, not 5. That's 4. 4, 3, 4, somewhere in that range. 3 to 4. So GameStop has a better ratio of net income than Amazon. And Amazon, I would even guarantee you, Amazon's net income, some of this bullshit is AI committed dollars. That's why you can't get it to me. Hey, by the way, Carl Icahn, and they want you guys to believe in Carl Icahn, which I don't believe in. I have a whole theory behind this, but by the way, their company, God awful. Just, I don't even know why I have them on. Get them out of here. So we're going Amazon, eBay, and GameStop. That's what we're looking at. GameStop wins on this one. Revenue and profits, GameStop wins. Right? Okay, good. What's next? Revenue by segment really doesn't matter to me. Not at all. It's not anything that I measure. I know there's growth here in collectibles. I've been doing my own due diligence on the collectible side. Can I give you an example? We go to Power Packs, guys. This is a website. I track this by the minute. Whenever I'm bored, I find it fascinating. Okay? And I'm going to give you an example. These are recent pulls, okay? And we're going to go 1 minute out. Right here, there. 27 seconds ago, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, right? But let's go over. And this is all within the last 2 minutes. Okay? Within the last 2 minutes on Power Packs. Let's do the math. 50, and I'm not even prepared for this, okay? You guys are just here. I didn't plan this out. I'm going to add the math up for you. So it's how many packs? 50, 100. That's 152, 225, 275. Got you. Right here, 300, 400, 450, 425, all right, yeah, 475, 500, 1,000, 1,500 now. We're at 1,575 with another 100, so 1,675. In 2 minutes. They're doing 60, and I'm just going to give you a number here. Let's go do this really quick. So they're doing, on average, I'm just curious, 1,650 in every 2 minutes. So if they're doing 1,650, and we're going to go 2 minutes, it's times 30. We're doing about $50,000 every hour. Okay, well, there's 24 hours in a day. So we're doing $1 million a day, 1.1 million. Now we're going to multiply that by 90 days in a quarter. $100 million. So Power Packs, what it's looking like, if I can pick any hour, we're doing $100 million on Power Packs and collectibles. I just picked something random. What happens if they ripped open a Neptune pack? Or a couple of diamond packs, or a couple of any pack? I don't even know what they are. Pluto packs and Amazon. I don't even know. My point being, the amount of money rolling through power packs is in the millions. Absolute millions. And we can, look at that. Again, it just reset. What did we open in the last minute? Just as I'm talking to you, I don't even know where we were. It's this. I'm just going to do this page a minute ago. 1, 2, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 350, $400 in the last pretty much 30 seconds. Are you guys paying attention to this yet? Are you guys understanding? This thing is crazy. And it's fun. It's fun. As I look at GameStop and why it's so valuable, I also can look at their website. They have over 58,000 cards for sale on their website. That's inventory. Those are assets that are appreciating over time. It's phenomenal what's going on. But check this out too. Let's go back to this. So let's go to cash. Cash versus debt. Their total debt's at 4. We know they're shrinking that up, but their net cash is 4. Net cash is $4 billion. So essentially 50% of their cash, they're net. 50%. Let's go to eBay. eBay on the cash itself, they are net cash, they're negative $3 billion. We're positive 50%. They're negative $3 billion. Their cash is 3.8. They're just terrible. Okay, got it. Amazon. Hey, Amazon, you're the big boys on the block, right? That's what they tell me. Their net cash is $100 billion. Negative. Negative $100 billion. So out of all these companies that seem to be so cash rich, it's only GameStop that's actually doing the right. I mean, they just beat Amazon again. What in the hell is going on here, people? How is this happening? Oh, here, we'll do with this one. Cash flow and CapEx. Remember when GameStop used to have no money? Look at this chart. It looks like a damn roller coaster ride. Looks awesome. GameStop's killing it. Operating cash flow and free cash flow. Literally 100%, but we're fine. But check that out. I wonder what eBay's at. Cash flow and free cash flow and CapEx. They're actually very good. Not too bad. They had a red quarter. I don't know what the hell's going on over here just last year. But eBay's decent on cash. That might be why they do so many share buybacks and dividend payouts. Got you. How about Amazon? I'm just curious. I haven't even seen this. Oh, no, Amazon. Your free cash flow is negative. $20 billion. Like, is that even real? 18 billion negative? 8 billion negative? What's going on over here? You guys just burning money. We beat them again. We're going to beat everybody, bro. Beat them with a stick. Oh, by the way, operating cash flow after free cash flow after the whole thing, it's 99%. eBay, you're looking here, they're missing around 10%. Gotcha. Maybe 8%. So they're 92%. Got it. So you mean tell me GameStop has a profit margin of 46%. What's eBay's profit margin? I'm just curious. 16%. We're 3 times better. How about Amazon? What are they profiting over here? 31%. We're still better. I just did every single metric that you can measure how to value a company, and GameStop clobbers everybody. Why is it that people don't understand the math? Maybe they don't want to understand the math. Maybe they're against it. They're against, I guess, common sense. Shout out to Temecula and Ian Andrade. They're out there buying some shares. I've been reading all you guys all damn day long. And I appreciate everything you guys do in the Clip the Dots and all the Discord. Thank you guys again. Ricky B. Loco's my man, bro. But I'll read some of this chat. I just want to make sure you guys understood. Oh, but yeah, my mom, she had this made for me. It's a metal. This thing is heavy and it's metal. Heavy metal. Let's see. It's absolutely great. I don't know. She made it. She had it made. I don't know. She said, "Hey, son." I said, "Oh, I'll put it in the background somewhere." I just decided to put it up. What the hell? Maybe somebody will want it one day. Who knows? I ended up following Corey because the video in the past, but I seen one today about him losing 100K. Dude is a crybaby, weak ass dude. Yeah, Jesse, I don't even know why you guys follow anybody. I don't know why you guys watch, and it's something that somebody told me a long time ago. Marantz, after watching you, I can't watch anybody else. I said, I know. We just learned it the right way. We did it the right way. But yes, they should call it a cash cap. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how GameStop's devalued when they own Bitcoin. Oh my God. Somebody was trying to dissect Ryan Cohen and this 35 day thing that they're doing, and what's the timeline and what's it like. Like, guys, let me tell you something. We're making GameStop a better investment. And I told you I felt like short sellers are going to have no choice but to run with us. And there's going to be a time in this investment where people are going to remember what I'm saying to you. Here's what's going to happen, guys. You guys can believe me or don't. They're going to run this damn thing. They are. And everyone's going to run with it. And there's going to be a good amount of you guys who get out at that time, who jump out of the stock. And you are more than welcome to do that. I will never stop you from doing what you do. I can't stop you. I can only tell you what I know. What I know is this. If you need the money, enjoy it. If you want to go burn the money and do what you do, enjoy it. Go handle, man. Take care of your family. There's a bulk of you guys right now with the amount of money you have in GameStop could walk out of here and you're happy with it. Nobody understands that. These people that have never worked a day in their life or saved money or did anything in their lives, they're all trying to count your money for you or I don't know, pocket watch you. They don't realize that you saving money in GameStop over the last 5 years is actually something that you could never do outside of it. You would burn that money. You would spend that money. It'd be going, on a pole. I'm telling you because I know I'm you. It's happened many times, many a lifetimes we've all lived. But there are some fundamental things that I will never forget. And I don't want you guys to forget. This thing's going to run. And what they're going to hope and pray is that everyone sells and allows the institutions and everyone who wants to buy these shares and hold it forever get what they want. I'm one of those guys. I'm not you guys. I promise you. I'm me. I want to hold this damn thing, right? Okay, cool. Can I unwind my position? Yeah. Could those guys write covered calls and go about it? Yeah, they could do all that. Guys, none of that concerns me. What concerns me is that people forget about the catalyst of what this investment is. One, if Ryan's in, I'm in. Two, once we buy eBay, we're not in the S&P 500. But when they announce the S&P 500, let me tell you what that does for this investment. Runs you all the way to the top. Once Ryan Cohen has those two things accomplished, he produced some funds, he grabbed a company, and now he's S&P 500. More people are going to invest with GameStop. More partnerships and acquisitions. It's like you have this opportunity, the bulk of you, to buy into something that's going to be for the next 40 years. This is your Warren Buffett investment. This is your Berkshire Hathaway. This is your Apple. This is GameStop. And GameStop's going to have value much higher than people can fathom. You couldn't imagine it, but you will. But I'm not going to talk down to you. I'm not going to second guess you or challenge you or question your loyalty. None of that crap matters, man. I built this environment for us so that we knew that when the media's out here and all the people that are paid to pump this and all the misdirection, all the bullshit, we say, no, we're not going to let that in here. That's it. It's a positive atmosphere. Echo chamber? Absolutely. Cult? Absolutely. But for all the right reasons. Because you need it. There's enough negativity surrounding us all damn day long. And half of you wouldn't be here if you didn't have a place to call home. I'm telling you. That's why coaches at the gym are in high demand. Because they motivate you and they keep you there and they keep you focused and you keep running and you keep doing your thing. That's why drill sergeants have a job. You think people just naturally stand up straight and get in line and dress right dress? Nah, you need somebody yelling at you, beating the chest, going for it. They're going to make you something. They're going to turn you into something. Well, welcome to the GameStop Drill Sergeant School of your lifetime. My name's Marantz Rantz, and I'm telling you, when GameStop gets in the S&P 500, when Ryan Cohen builds this $1 trillion company, when the whole world supports it and backs it and keeps going, you're going to find value in your original shares that you bought 5 years ago, 10 years ago to the day, whatever it may be. You're going to be running. You're going to be running the right fields. Now, some of us, man, some of us want the money. We want the opportunity. We want the freedom. We want all those things. But you know what you do in those moments? You take your ass to work. That's what you do. Get your ass up. This life doesn't care what you think you're worth. This life doesn't care about what you think you deserve. It's never been that. You have to outwork it. You have to outwant it. You have to be undeniable. And then you can take a vacation. But if a billionaire named Ryan Cohen is buying in with his own money and doing all the work in the world, then who the hell am I to say, I'm going to take my profit now? I'm not. I'm fine. I'm healthy. But if I ever wasn't, if I was ever in a hard run, well, I know where my money is. And I know what I'm capable of doing. But I don't live for me. And I don't live for the joys of a bottle of Cristal and a VIP booth and all that shit. I don't do it. I don't care what's on my feet. I'm your worst nightmare, Wall Street, because I don't give a shit about me. I care about the folks around me. I don't know what the hell's going on out there. Something's going on at my door. That was wild. I drove by an Amazon warehouse earlier on the way home. 4 vans out front had boots on them. That's crazy, Stacks. Good evening. Holy shit. Watched Tony and could only handle 5 minutes of his complete. Yeah, he is an idiot. We know that. Thank you. I wanted to see what BS he might say and couldn't handle before wanting to throw up. Yeah, I don't know how you guys do it. I could never. Don't forget the 1350 target. Yeah, I guess. Don't forget it. We're in the chat. Says here, dump GameStop and buy AMC and the GOAT CEO. Adam Aaron is the GOAT CEO. Wow. Hey, how much does Adam Aaron make a year? Quite possibly an infinite amount of more than Ryan Cohen. Thank you. I can see it tomorrow morning. All the YouTube will say 200 plus because of the news article. You guys heard it first here on the Marantz Rantz show. I mean, everybody waits for me to make a video and then they make one. We get that. I stepped in some AMC out in the yard earlier. Oh, that's hilarious. What's your theory, Marantz? What's my theory? I don't have a theory. I just wait. I'm waiting this out. You know, okay, what's my theory? I think that Ryan Cohen is extremely intelligent and much smarter than they give him credit for. I think he's spoken with all the big wigs in Wall Street. I think they're all on his side. The individual bondholders themselves knew that they weren't going to have to hold, you know, for the 7 years that was given. When they're given 0% money, it's because they're wanting a percentage of ownership. They want in. People don't just give up $5 billion, guys. Like, I don't know if you guys think money's just laying around because you guys hear these commitments via AI. But for GameStop to sell ATMs in 1 day closing, like, can I tell you guys something that's really, like, puzzling to me? And this is something that you won't hear in any other stream, okay? I know that because, and not that I watch them, I just know that they don't do due diligence. It was really tricky for me like 5 years ago because I didn't understand everything I understand today. But GameStop had announced, it was like sometime in 2021 to 2023 or 4, somewhere in that range. They were doing an ATM. They were doing at the market equity offering. And they said, hey, we're going to announce this. We're going to sell X amount of shares. And I think it was in 2021, if I'm not mistaken. They sold 5 million shares at $212 a share or something crazy. And they raised $1.1 billion. And at the time, the underwriter for those shares was Jefferies. And it played with me because I didn't understand Jeffries. And I was like, because remember, I don't trust anyone. So I'm saying to myself, well, why is Jeffries allowed to be the underwriter? Like, did GameStop pick them? Did they think this through? And then I saw the following year, Ryan Cohen doing a picture, and I have it here on this stream, and it's him and Carl Icahn. And if you guys don't know the story about Jeffries and Carl Icahn, it was 2014, after the financial crisis. Jeffries was failing. And essentially, they were the only paid stock analyst that covered IEP, right? The Icahn Enterprises. And they were the only ones that gave it a rating of buy, which blew people's mind because, one, their NAV is negative. Two, they make no money. And three, it's Carl Icahn. We get it. But you guys, why are you guys doing this? Because he saved them. But because he saved Jeffries, Jeffries is now indebted to him for life. This is why they continue to give them a buy rating. So Carl Icahn and the boys have this dividend that's unbelievable. People are buying in just for the dividend, for a chance to invest with Carl Icahn. You get to pay the premium, right? And I'm telling you this for a reason, guys, because in Wall Street, it's not necessarily what you're doing today. It's what did you do for me back then that I owe you money. You guys remember Mudger Capital? For those of you that don't remember Mudger Capital came in on AMC with $100 million. Not $1 billion, $100 million. And here was Adam Aaron going, okay, I'm going to pay you back for buying AMC shares right out of the pandemic. We're going to fail. We're going to go under. And here we go. We found $100 million. And guess what? Alumni, at the time, the chairman of the board for what was that mining? Highcroft Mining was actually the son of a Drexel Burnham alum. So, of course, when you have Drexel Burnham and they're all alum, they're all buddies, well, who the hell do you think Adam Aaron is? Who do you think he works for? Josh Harris. Who do you think he works for? Mark Rowan. He works for Leon Black. They all work for Drexel Burnham. So the fact that they were doing deal to deal, buddy to buddy, it showed you that in Wall Street, it's all about who you know. Okay. And it's quid pro quo. So they did a deal with Highcroft. AMC did. All of a sudden, I mean, the media broke out. All the YouTubers broke out. They're buying a gold mine. They're investing into other things. No, dude, come on. We knew what this was. Everybody knew what it was. But it's the same thing with Jeffries and Carl Icahn and his group. Here's what's going to happen, guys. Okay. There are some investment firms that are burning at the stake right now because of GameStop and Ryan Cohen. And Ryan gets to walk in and be the savior. It's something you do when you run a company. You do what you call champion. You're the champion when you're in charge. You champion your employees and you champion your clients and you champion your bankers because you're the savior. You get to come in and you go, you know what? You want something? Great. I'm going to make that happen for you. Yes. And I'm going to do this. And then you come up with this plan and this identity. And they have to go all in with you because they have no choice. And that's what I saw happen with GameStop. After they did an ATM with Jeffries, I go, well, wait a minute. He just went and did a whole sit down with Carl Icahn. And here we go. So before you scratch my back, I scratch yours. Think about the bond offerings. These weren't just picked out of the blue. They just picked numbers. People came with the number. People came and said, okay, here's where the bond is. Here's where we're going to be. Can we get $4 billion of this company? They didn't care about the stock price, the strike price, and all the legally. That's all just misleading to a point. Because what they really came for, they're getting. They're getting exposure at $20 a share, $19 a share, whatever this average ends up being. And it's so far in advance to the actual expiration of the warrants that they have enough time built in with the great earnings report that comes out, with the warrants that end up not expiring or due, and they go into the money. Because what if we started buying shares? What if and when GameStop starts buying shares after this all clears out? Mind you, Tal Potato, that I'm still talking. This guy, don't even worry, that's a Discord thing. This guy's an idiot. But my point being for you guys, Ryan Cohen is taking a page out of Carl Icahn's book. No, we're not walking hand in hand with a failed company, a failed investment. We don't give a shit. Carl Icahn doesn't care. What we want to talk about is how do you make Wall Street bend to you? Jeffries bends to Carl Icahn, and it gives them a rating, and it gives them because guess what? The only thing Carl Icahn could ever do was raise money to pay existing shareholders a dividend and take it from the new shareholders that come through. I mean, it's just the ultimate Ponzi circle. But what is Ryan doing? He's not paying dividends. Ryan's giving out equity. He's giving out equity for loyalty. That's what he's doing. Watch him work. You ask yourself, and I've often asked myself this the last 2 months, with all these investments available to you, every single AI bubble, every single semiconductor and tech company, everything you can do, you went to a brick and mortar company, TD Securities, and you said, we have $20 billion earmarked for you. How? The company's worth $8 billion. How in the hell did you guys get $20 billion to go with Ryan? Somebody owes Ryan. Somebody owes him because he didn't run your ass to the ground. Instead, he gave you a way in at $5 billion at $20 a share. He gave you the sweetheart package. Now, what are you going to do? You better line up. You better get ready. And it's not market manipulation. It's not insider trading. It's the idea that maybe Ryan Cohen is the kingpin to it all. Maybe everyone's ready to pass this torch to this 40-year-old with the greatest ideas of a lifetime, and he's the worker. He's not just money. He takes leadership. What CEO is this? Who is Ryan? In the world of the world, you tell me who is Ryan Cohen. Give me a comparison. Give me one. Someone who takes the job, the title, and puts his money up. Who does that? I'm still waiting. You do it. I do it. Now we got a CEO, chairman of the board, the real fucking deal, and he's doing it. And nobody gives him credit for it. They all just write it off like it's supposed to happen. Are you kidding? This dude could be sitting on a beach drinking Mai Tais off your girl's ass for the rest of his life. And you'd like it because he can afford it. And he works for free. Says Marantz, do we have to wait for the VWAP period to be over, or can GameStop buy back shares during the 35 days? El Kabong, I love you, brother. You know I do. But it's as if you guys didn't watch the show yesterday. Did somebody miss this fucking part of the video? It gets me so upset because I sit here and I do this due diligence for you and myself, but I just got asked the dumbest question of the night right there. I did the show yesterday. There's a safe harbor rule. That's the rule. The safe harbor rule literally says you cannot influence the outcome of this presentation of what they're doing. Therefore, if they were to buy back the shares, it would actually dictate what the price would be. You can't do it. I said this shit yesterday. Then I had somebody write in the chat in the Discord and say, oh, Marantz. I didn't say, man, pay the fuck attention. Wake up. And I started that with, I love you, El Kamong, because I do. You guys, let Ryan cook. Let him do what he does. There's not another Ryan Cohen in this investment world. Not another one. And for all the guys that talk their shit on Twitter, they do it with no face. They don't put their name on it. They don't put their words behind it. I'm right here. You all know where to find me. But everyone, oh, who likes Ryan? Ryan's just, he's giving them a way in and a way out. No, he's pinning them the fuck down. This world owes it. This world owes Ryan Cohen and GameStop every dollar they don't have. So if you're a buy and hold type of guy, you're not missing out on shit. Because all these guys that claim that you're missing out on stuff, they're buying things that will be devalued and they're going to lose all their profits. The same kids that are crying today will be crying tomorrow because their 401ks went down by half, if not more. And you? Well, you own the only stable shit in the whole market. You're telling me we have zero volatility? Was there people crying? I'm sorry. We went from $22, $21 to $19. We went green today. So we went down $2, $3. What the hell was the problem there? What did people? Oh, I'm so sorry. They have you thinking that it's a bad thing that GameStop went down $2 or $3. Because the minute it went down $2 to $3, the volume went 20x. The volume went from 2 million shares a day to 40-something million. Now the button's off today. Do you know what the fuck that means? Do you know what that means? The whole world bought it. They said, what? Discount? $3 off? Oh my God, it's a blue light special. You guys are ridiculous, man. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for the rockets that are coming for GameStop, because they're coming. Pause. Resume. Got to read the chat. I don't even know where I'm at in the chat. This thing is going crazy, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. He's creating value, but I'm still deep in the red. I just want some money and have been in this for 6 years. Good, Diego Cauliflower. Here you go. Diego Cauliflower. You are gone. You want some money? Go sell your ass on the corner. That's all you got to do, bro. You make all the money in the world. You haven't figured it out yet? You don't know how the world works, do you? How are people 6 years in and they're one, it's okay to be in the red, but how are you 6 years into this investment and you're still bitching and you're still complaining? Like, roll out, bro. That's like being married for years and decades. And, you know, my wife and I have been married. We've been together, not married. We've been together 19 years. Could you imagine? Just walking there. You know, I would really like to sleep at night, but your feet are crusty. Like, hold on. Didn't you just sleep the last 19 years? And now you want to bitch about the feet being crusty? Like, what? Nah, I'm good, bro. Rub that shit on my stomach, bro. I like it flaky. The bed, the sheets have holes in them. I don't care. Let's do it together. Absolutely ridiculous, these people. The shit they cry about, bro. Like, if I'm in it for 6 years, this is my thing. I'm in it because I have been here for 5.5 years or whatever it's been. The thing for me is when the price goes down, I get like super sad. But it has nothing to do with my value. It's because I wish I had more cash. I was like, man, this sucks. I want to buy more. It's the ultimate video. You know, guys, we play a video game, okay? So first off, we're all gamers. Got it. We grew up in the gaming environment, and that was our whole ecosystem for the last 40 years, right? When Nintendo came out, it changed our world. Atari came out, it was just different. Super Nintendo, like, you remember smelling the games, feeling the controllers. Like, it didn't matter. There's no such thing. We weren't spoiled. Like, the kids nowadays are spoiled. Oh my God, Dad, I got stick drift. The fuck? What? Play that damn game with the shit you got. That's it. We had no choice. If your dog ate your controller, you still play with that shit. You weren't looking at your Mom, can you give me a new one? No. Anyway, what I'm saying is this. We play games, and right now the game we're playing is how do we accumulate as many GameStop shares and drop our cost basis. All of us are doing this. And even if it's 1 share a day, people don't understand the power of 1 share a day. 1, it satisfies your hunger. 2, it keeps the ball moving. You eventually get. I dropped 3 cents on my cost average. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God. Because when you're buying shares at 18, like you were yesterday and today, 18 whatever, it's so far from your 22 cost average, your 23 cost average. You're buying 1, you're saving 500 pennies are coming off that bitch. But so buy 3 of them. You get $15 discount, whatever it may be. You start doing the math. It's awesome, okay? So here's the point that I'm making to you. We play this game. But I want to give Ryan Cohen a shout out because Ryan Cohen is playing a game of M&A arbitrage, investments, strategy. He's the ultimate because he's a billionaire, guys, a multi-billionaire. He does not have to do this. He finds enjoyment in this. The fact that he gets to accumulate things and beat the system and change the system, all while, hey, we'll see what happens. Yeah. Like, I played a guy once. I was playing 5 in a row. I don't know if you guys ever played this game 5 in a row. And I was the best in my whole school. I was a very smart kid at 5 in a row. Math games. I was good at math. So we had math field day. And I go to math field day. And they go, jump in the bus. We're going to go to Paris. Paris, California, not Paris, France. So we jump in the bus. We go to Paris. We're going to go up against all the other counties. I'm ready to roll, bro. I'm the baddest mother effer at 5 in a row. I don't lose. I can't lose. Right? Then this little dude walks up to me and he's like, hey, bro, how you doing, sir? I just started playing this last week. I don't know. I get really lucky. That's what he said to me. He was talking me out of my game. I'm getting there. I'm playing. He beat me. I was like, what the hell? He just beat me. He's like, oh, my God. And this is what he said. Oh, my God. I just got lucky. I don't know what happened. He's talking to me. I'm not talking to him. I'm pissed. I'm like, yeah, no. Beat me again. I'm like, how the hell did I just lose? I never lose. And I lost. And I found out that maybe I'm not the greatest at 5 in a row. Ryan Cohen's doing this shit to everybody. He's just coming in saying, I don't know. I just got lucky. I don't know what's going on. And he's fucking you up, Wall Street, and you could do nothing about it. Me, I'm just happy he's on my team. You know how we do it. I love GameStop. Don't we all, bro? I timed you out for 5 minutes so maybe Marantz would see your dumbass comment, but now you can have another 5. Yeah. Don't worry, guys. I get to them all, bro. Power Packs go international once they acquire eBay. From what I hear, B. De Niro, which, by the way, you got a terrible name and you've been with me for years on this channel. Here's the thing. I saw what they wrote. Power Packs wrote back to a customer and said, expansion coming soon. Keep your eyes open, because the person was asking, when are you going to be international? And they just said, it's coming, something big's coming. So the bigger they get, the more they expand. I think it has a lot to do with the ramp up, buying cards, increasing the inventory on it. So to have 57,000 online with the GameStop.com, I can only imagine what's in the Power Packs website, the amount of cards. So with the increase in inventory, the increase in logistics, and if they can bypass some of these laws, where you're able to hold the cards in Maryland for them, I can only imagine how it's all playing out. But that thing's going to be massive, because if you go worldwide with Power Packs on different domains, there's this thing, I forget, because I saw the website and I went to it on GameStop, and it took me to the, is it AI, API? It's the engine that it's basically like Legos on your website. It increases the functionality of your website. And GameStop builds their websites on API technology, which is awesome. That means that you have additional plugins that you can bring in other people to your website. So I'm looking at certain things, how they build and what they have going on. I like all the tech behind it. And for me, as an investor, these are the things that are unspoken. Just like I broke down for you guys, I think like 3 years ago, I started doing this for you. I let you know about the inventory control for GameStop. It was head and shoulders above their peers. Having omni-channel marketing and inventory was the game changer for me, because omni-channel merchandising, meaning that you can do real-time inventory control. That's massive in the world of what's available, what's not, because it's a better customer experience. And Ryan Cohen, he actually introduced this to GameStop, and GameStop just does it better, because to track all of these collectibles, and for the collectibles to have individual nomenclature like PSA cards do, you have to have a system. It's very similar to blockchain, very similar to cryptocurrency. And so I can only imagine that Ryan Cohen has somehow infused blockchain and or layering of it for his inventory control so that they can be more efficient and proficient. So and I love it. I love it because they're ahead of their time. They're ahead of everyone else. In the world of counting your own inventory, Walmart third parties it. Costco shuts down 2 nights a year to count their own inventory, and GameStop just has a running total. Like that right there is such a selling point for me on retail that I don't think people can put a value to that, because this is why the hidden shrink and or the shrink overall is such a number that so let's think about these verticals, right? For GameStop to eBay. This is why I get excited about the deal, because eBay is an inventory light investment. And if you found a way to put all these tracking numbers together, you could take on inventory. You really could. But if they're collectibles, they're graded collectibles, they now appreciate in value. So what's going to happen for GameStop, and this is going to happen, guys, I'm telling you, I'm preaching it to you because people don't understand how revenue is going to increase. The revenue is going to increase at GameStop because they're selling an asset that is accumulating value. They are not depreciating. And if that's the case, every year, the inventory that didn't sell the previous year is going to go ahead and get a higher valuation. So, yeah, I get it. Movie tickets selling through the world right now. Spider-Man, everybody's talking about this revenue dollar, right? But as they're looking at the revenue dollar, just remember inflation has increased the revenue. That's why your profit's not there. It's all about units, right? I told you guys this. It's not about dollars. It's about units. So in our case, we get to take on a taste of the inflation built off the idea that the inventory is going to accelerate in value, not depreciate. And by the fact that it doesn't do that, most people have to put a discount on it, ship it out, because manufacturers have a rotating inventory, i.e. a new television, a new sneaker, a new brand, a new identity, a new package, a new Madden, a new, video games have this too. Well, you don't have that in the negative side for collectibles. Yes, Pokemon can keep coming out with new stuff. I don't think their next year's stuff is going to sell more than the 30th anniversary, but that's why this is so pivotal, because GameStop has put all their cards on the table, no pun intended, but they did it at the right time. And if you're invested, just think about planets aligning, just think about symmetry, and it's all happening right now. Okay? So if you guys don't believe that, then you don't see the tech behind it. If you don't believe that, you don't see the angling and the positives and the verticals themselves. And this is why you want eBay. You want eBay because it'll increase how you do auctions. It'll increase how you do ordering and leverage. Imagine if you owned the largest platforms for reselling and selling your own products. Let me explain to you what that does on the spoils and allowance side when you're bartering or when you're negotiating with the buyers themselves and the distributors of these products. You can strong arm, you can leverage, and your identity doesn't have to be a 3% profit margin and ops margin. It can be infinity and beyond, because that's what people would pay for it. You're going to be the only game in town. You're going to be the number one marketing site. You're going to beat out all the local card shops. The franchise model, the number one franchise company in the world is 7-Eleven. You have convenience stores that everyone wants to go to. They call C-stores. Everybody wants a 7-Eleven, and worldwide. But one company figured out how to do it, the model, and replicate it, tenfold. Now, there's other ones like Maverick in Colorado and in California, AM/PM, and I don't care, Speedways and all this other stuff. There's tons of them, right? So there's an identity for all of that in franchising. And same thing with Subway. GameStop is basically going in and telling all the card shops that exist in America, you're done. We're coming in. We're beating you on PSA partnership. Why? Because we took the grading away from you. We have the best pricing. We have the best bulk. The average person go in and get your card graded, one card at a time. Doesn't have to be 20 submissions, all the other stuff. And then they have better pricing. They control the margin. You can't win. So give this 5 to 10 years and every local card shop is out. Unless they're selling Warhammer, they're out of here. Nothing else. So there's no way GameStop can lose this side of this bet. They're going to win it. But in addition to that, they're going to appreciate in value. Because what hasn't happened yet, America, and you should know this, what hasn't happened, those card shops have not folded yet. But when they do, they have to come here. They have to come right here to GameStop and buy them from us. They can't go to eBay. They can't go peer-to-peer because we own that too. We own TCG. We own everything. You guys will see exactly what I'm talking about. This is going to be the biggest move for collectibles and gaming and cards and all the above. Everything that you want to do. The ultimate hobby shop. And GameStop's doing that. Okay? Now, 100 million a quarter on power packs is wild. Think of the time of the day. If it was global, I could believe up to 50 easy, but 50 easy. Yeah, we just don't want to run out of inventory. I think that it's kind of like Facebook. You got to grow it slow. Those metrics validate GME undervalued at the 220. You're welcome. I need your help, Marantz. Can we talk in private? I need the military. Sorry, I'm not going to Germany, but I love you, brother. Best GameStop channel, period. We try. It better be. I hope, man. We've been doing this for so long. There's nobody that's going to know the ins and outs of this investment and or this company better than us. So I'll do that. Unreal Copium, Adam at T-Swift Wedding while Ryan Cohen cries. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know. I didn't know that going to a wedding made your company better. That was tough for me, bro. Me personally, I've only been to like 4 weddings in my life, so I'm happy that I cared about. There you go. You really just typed that? Yes, he did. Imagine being into GameStop and crying about it. Yeah, I'm with you, Pam. Far out. Let's see. Here we go. It says here, craziest realizations Marantz has shown me. I've never saved this much money in my life buying this stock. Time is value, and GME will walk there. We got time. Not wrong. That's cool. That's cool. You're welcome. I do my best. You're welcome. You know what's craziest part for me? My own personal story. I managed to buy my home, pay off all my cars, and save for GameStop. So that was crazy. That's been crazy, right? And shout out to my wife. She got the phone call that we've been praying for. So I am so blessed tonight. That's why I'm here. That's why I haven't left. I'm with you guys the whole way. I'm just so excited for her. And God is good. God is great. And if you don't believe, it's okay. He still believes in you. I still believe in you too, but you know. I compare every purchase to what it would be worth in terms of GME shares. I think we've been doing that for years. I'm not going to dinner. What are we buying? 2? Now it's like 1. 1 GameStop share for a value meal? Get out of here. By the way, Colorado, much cheaper than California. But man, California is a piece of crap. The Colorado, bro, we had a breakfast, right? It was $141. Something like that. The taxes were like $7. I swear to you. I think the taxes were less than, I don't even know what it was. I was like, what? Is this crazy? This is crazy. I don't know what's going on. Thanks, Marantz, for that theory explanation. You're fine. We're getting there. Marantz, do we have to wait? Yes, we do. There we go. And sorry for that, El Kabong. You know I love you. I was just irritated at that moment that you asked that question, but I'm back to normal. So you're my brother. I love you, sir. Someday, and that day may never come, I will call upon you to do a service for me. But until that day, accept this justice as a gift of my daughter's wedding day. Ryan Cohen, the game father. I have no idea what you're talking about, Ricky B. Loco, but yes, sir. Ryan Cohen said he doesn't like dividends. Yep, because it's tax implications, it's a taxable event. I'm still hopeful we'll get them one day, but because of his position, I understand why he don't want them. Also, the private equity isn't there yet. Or the price to earnings ratio or the private equity. I don't know. Don't worry. It's going to happen. Dividends will happen on this stock. Everything's going to happen, guys. It's either going to be dividends or he's just going to buy back shares at massive amounts to increase the value of it. That's the easiest way to do it, to give back to your investors. And it works. Ryan Cohen is going to make Wall Street cronies kiss the pinky ring. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, I got you, bro. I believe Ryan Cohen, but the better question is, who's in the corner of the second round of this 12-rounder? We'll see what's up. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see. Tomorrow's payday. That means 5 more shares tomorrow. Love the price. Josh, congratulations. Payday tomorrow? Not for me. I think I get paid Thursday, and I'll buy a share on my payday. Yes. Guys, the electric bill did not get any better. The electric bill was $700 last month. This month, $700. My God. Oh, it's 120 outside. What do you want me to do? Can't let my family die. But let me tell you, thank God I don't have car payments. I cried because tears of joy and bought more shares. Yeah, I just came. What the hell does that mean? I'm sure Corey cried in his video. Dude, my thing's jumping around. Sorry, guys. Let's see what it says here. Marantz, only downside is seeing the long-term play or these crazy extra fees from PSA. You think they will change these again or just keep them forever? Oh, I hope they keep them forever, Envoy. Where are you going to go? Who cares? You can't beat them. You can't beat PSA. They own Beckett. They own, what was the other one? CG, whatever, CSG or SCG or whatever. Doesn't matter. They can charge whatever they want. The value of the cards keep going up. The best part is these scalpers are learning their lesson. Thank T-Rod and everybody else for all the free jewels. The jewels are cool, bro. Thank you. And who was that? Yesterday Gaming? Absolutely. And John, everybody, man. I see you guys. And Meow Meow. My man, Meow Meow. Here's the thing. The value of the cards keep going up. Scalpers keep coming in with high prices. So we can just stop the bullshit right now. Increase your fees all you want, PSA. I don't care. I don't care one bit. I get my cards graded and they come in at 8s anyway. The hell do I care? They're going straight to AJ. Shout out to AJ. AJ, I still haven't gone to GameStop here locally to go pick up my card, but when I do, it's yours, bro. The PSA 8 card of the Clefairy, whatever, is worth like $130. Still AJ's. Don't worry, AJ. I'm holding it for you in my vault. You're going to have it, though. I promise you. That's the number one fan of the show. All you fake fans, I never heard AJ come in here and cry about the stock, bro. AJ's never come in here into this show be like, yo, Marantz, you lied to me, bro. Marantz, you were on the beach with your toes in the sand with a drink in your hand and toes in the water, ass in the sand, not a care in the world. Life is good today. And I said, yeah, that's what it is, AJ. Life is good today, AJ. That's my guy, bro. Brings a smile to my face every video I see because that generation is different. That's the same. I'm telling you, I bought a kid like $90 worth of shit. I don't even know how much it was. I just know he had the big pack of Pokemon cards. He had top loaders, and he was ready to hit something, bro. And I was like, yeah, don't worry about it, bro. Put on my shit. Here I am, sweating. How am I going to pay for that? No. Shit, you know me, bro. I just had my 5-year re-evolution in February. Oh, did you? Reevaluation February? Was to buy more. Was that your conclusion after? Yeah, so if you guys, okay, so I do this still, where I revisit the story. Hold on, my wife is coming. Yo! Babe, we're calling this, I'm going to end the stream right now. Holy shit, guys. Okay, first, my wife does it on paper plates because she don't want to do the dishes after. So it is Taco Tuesday. Is today Tuesday? It is. And homemade rice and beans. Homemade rice and beans. You guys don't know my life. Baby, do I get a Coke Zero or something? I don't know. Yo, bros, I gotta go. I love you guys. I would hang out with you guys all night. You know that. But I gotta get going. Yeah, bro. The finger heart. Thank you, Carter. Damn. Man. Carter's Corner Pocket. You guys check out his YouTube channel. He's a good guy. He was in the chat right now. We have a celebrity in the chat. Carter's Corner Pocket. Bro, my wife makes the best beans. You know why the beans are so best? Because when I get home, you can smell them because she's cooking them on the pot, right? Oh, bro. Reminds me of like my grandma's house. Beans just... You gotta be Mexican, I guess. All right, GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. I'm gonna see you around, millionaires. I'm gonna go play some WoW. I'm gonna go do some things.
strange is when the leaves begin to change. Oh, how we thought those days would never end. Sometimes I hear that song and I'll start to sing along and think, man, I'd love to see that girl again. Man, I like to see that girl again. And we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song. Sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. We were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song. Sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. 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 Singing about Sweet Home Alabama, yeah. Singing all and it's a dream.